Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mara Marchesi and I am an intuitive and creative coach, and I help people repositioning themselves in life with meaning and purpose. Today I want to talk to you about why we do what we do and why we want to reposition ourselves. What is the reason why? I'm going to take my inspiration from a book called Start With Why, written by Simon Sinek. He specializes in changing corporate culture and making sure that values like trust, leadership, and others are very installed in the company in order to make positive changes and improve a working environment. So I'm going to read a little bit of this. He says, very few people or companies can clearly articulate why they do what they do. When I say why, I don't mean to make money, that's a result. By why, I mean that what is your purpose, cause, or belief? Why does your company exist? Why do you wake up every morning and you get out of bed? And why should anyone care? So I think the three questions that he asks are fundamental to understand why you do what you do. The reason for it is because if you have a clear understanding of why you do what you do, it is in the long term, it is much better for you because you will always be aligned to your purpose. If you align your why to your values, that's even more powerful, because as you know, I'm sure that you've found yourself in very difficult situations. Either that if you work in a company and you're just an employee, or either if you have your own business. The difference between knowing why you do what you do and having it clear, as opposite to not being sure about it, is just one. When things go well, it's all okay. The problem is that we're all gonna find difficult moments, especially if you own your own business, because you're gonna be the one making decisions and finding ways to get out of certain situations. If your why is clear and is aligned to your values and to yourself, you will figure it out. You will figure out a way to move forward. If your why is not so clear and is not so aligned to yourself, there is a good chance you're gonna get lost. So this is the reason why it is so important to find out your why. If I have to tell you what is my why, my why is seeing the happiness in my clients' face when they get towards the end of the coaching sessions and they have this light in their eyes because they are slowly discovering or rediscovering themselves, and they realize their personal potential and personal power. And once they see that, they see a lot of possibilities that they couldn't see before, because everything can be achieved. So that is my why. That is the reason why I do what I do. It makes me feel so happy and so satisfied to be able to help people in this way and be able to help them change their life. I personally believe this is a gift, and I just want to share it with as many people as possible. So I am going to give you 3 tips or 3 little exercises to try to help you figure out your why. So don't worry if you have no clue, you have too many ideas and you don't know which one will be your why. If you're confused at the moment, that's okay. We've gone through all those stages and it's absolutely fine. If you could do this task a little bit more often and see what happens, this will help you try to figure out yourself. It's only a matter of putting it down and moving forward. So as usual, I'm gonna ask you to find a comfortable and quiet space just for yourself where you're not going to be disturbed. And before you start, make sure you have a piece of paper and a pen, and take 3 long deep breaths so then you can tune into yourself and relax and let your intuition go. Alright, so tip number 1, or task number 1, ask yourself, who am I? If you can do this, looking at yourself in the mirror and giving yourself answers looking at yourself in the mirror, that will be much better. It's so powerful. Who am I? Ask yourself this question 10 times. And obviously you're going to give yourself a different answer every time. So for example, who am I? I am a life coach. Who am I? I am a positive person, and so on. Just keep going. If you feel like doing more than 10 times, go ahead, go with the flow, and see what comes up. All right, so tips number 2, make a list of 10 of the most important values for you. We all have different values, and some are super important, some can be changeable, but it will be amazing if you could just write them all down and then find the 10 that are most important and then highlight the first 5. Right, after you've done that, last tip is make a list of the things that give you joy. When I say this, I mean everything. It could be your pets, your children, your partner, going for a walk. To me, what gives me joy is listening to music, going to live concerts, going to exhibitions, and see my friends, and traveling. So whatever it is for you, just write them all down. Okay. If you want to let me know how did it go, if you have any questions, if you want to talk about this, please subscribe to my channel, and then there is a box below my video. Just post your questions or comments below. I normally respond within 48 hours. If you instead want to send me a private message, you can do that. You need to subscribe as well, and you can go into the discussion tab. There is a discussion tab, and you just click on it. You can send me your private message. If you feel like having a discovery call with me, if you want to talk about having coaching sessions with me, please do so either with a private message or in the tab below. You can find me on Facebook if you type in Mara Marchesi, or Intuitive and Creative Coach, or on Instagram if you type in mara.marchesi. I'll put the links below. If you have liked this video, if you found it useful, please share it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Ciao!